Welcome to Doak Campbell Stadium, and you might as well get used to the sound you're hearing. The Seminole War Chant is going full throat. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback checking the play. On the move, it's Case. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. There's always that issue of conference pride, of keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all off-season. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Got his man. Big gain on that one as he stepped out of bounds with a first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the back. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Seminoles! Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Just about set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Leach. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The offense set for a first down play. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And that pass intercepted. Touchdown, no! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. Coming out with it, it's Leach. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Next is A&M, has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right, the opponent.
Pass on the way, it's picked off. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Quarterback checking off. They'll try the run. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it out. It's Leach. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Yeah, and this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Fires one high and deep. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And after the interception, he brings it back and gets it inside the 35.
And another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not in a flow right now.
No, David, it looks like he's forcing the football a little bit, maybe trying to make up for that interception he threw on the last drive. But that last play, there was no way that football should have gone there. He could have gotten off of that, checked it down, or thrown it away. This quarterback, he needs a breather right now. He's got to collect himself.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on third.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got his man quickly. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And that is no good. Had a chance to make this lead 20, but we're still sitting on a 17. They'll throw it on 1st down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Now on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He'll pull it down. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Going up top on 1st down. Gets it out fast. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. First down to start the drive after the break. Wide receiver shows motion. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Really good job there on the pitch and catch. You think about Texas A&M and their ability to recruit receivers in recent years. It's been about as good as anybody, I think. You think about names like Mike Evans, Christian Kirk. They're getting guys not just in the state of Texas, but nationally that want to come to College State.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Cincinnati is getting worked right now in their own dojo. We've seen this team in big spots over the years, but I can't think of a worse beating. They're trailing by 14 to Louisiana Tech. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Makes his connection. And he's wrestled to the ground.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying play action. Caught near the sideline, it's Case. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more third down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it at the 25. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. The Seminoles are marching down the field. Handoff from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up, and they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
He's looking for a man on second down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
At the 35, he's got room. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route. And then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Pugh. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
He's back to throw on second down. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. With the catch, it's Ventura. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. Give to the running back. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Listen, in these situations, it's so hard to push the ball down the field because the defense is playing pass. We bring in more DBs. We're dropping deeper in our coverage, and we're making you throw the ball underneath or run the football. Nice job by the running back. Listen, he got good yards. He didn't get the first down, but now he's in a situation where third down becomes something where it's not predictable. Now it's a situation where they can go out and have success.
First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They move the tight end all over. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. They'll give it to the back. He's there to make the stop.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Coming after him. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. This time, he's got it. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Seminoles will kick it away to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Caught in the backfield, it's Jeffrey. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. From the 42, if they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Oh, look out on the right. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Off play action. Gets it out quickly. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
And the Seminoles decide to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Makes a move. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
He wants to throw here on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Ventura. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They'll run it from the gun. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on third down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Jacksonville State is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in CUSA, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 11 over Western Kentucky. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Movement here from the tight end. Leaves it with the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Wide out in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Complete to the left. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one after their own 37.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through some pressure.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Makes the grab. It's Case. At the 35, he's open. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Florida State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Leach. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking it out of the end zone, making a huge play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. On second down, he'll fire. Got his man on the right. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Gets it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea of trying to get this guy the ball in space. He's really, really dangerous, but that's just a better job tackling on defense for no gain.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He wants to throw it again. He looks that one in nicely. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Power football with the run. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Fires to the tight end. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
One possession game. You have got to be able to give your quarterback an opportunity to survey the field. He didn't have it that time. Got hit. It affected the accuracy, and it falls incomplete.
Here comes the option. The pitch. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Noles have moved it inside the 20. Running back searching for a hole. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And they didn't have to blitz. They brought in the dime package, more speed on the field so we can cover in the back end, and then let the D-line do what great D-line do.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Let's it fly. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
That just could not have gone any worse for the offense, guys. Not only are you dropping the ball on 4th down, you dropped a touchdown. That should be 6 on the board. You need players to step up and make plays in those types of situations. That's the kind of play that could lose you this game.
Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
Now the pitch. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. They'll put the tight end in motion. He'll try the left side. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get a W.
Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. The give to the back. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll leave it with him. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll leave it with the lone back. That's the 20. He's got space. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
And it's just got to be nice to have a running back that can make big-time plays with his feet. First down, second down, third down right here. His opportunity, he gets the football, makes a huge gain. He makes this offense go, and it makes it so easy to be a play caller.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps.